Morning.
a little after noon. So I think we need to go ahead and get started. You know, this is county time, guys. If y'all understand the difference, is everybody gonna quit work in about 4 hours. So that's how that works. Time change. Oh, it's good to see everybody again. It's good to see smiles and maybe to cut up a little bit. We're entering the holiday season. It's killing my commission office. The ladies have put up the trees, and that means it's just right around the corner. Don't blink. I think Macy was probably first in line.
She's like Walmart. She turns up, right after 1st of October.
And that's good news. All we got to do now is get you some presents under it. It's good to go. So that'll work.
But it is a big improvement over years past where we had the little Charlie Brown trees out about there. So, actually, she said it's all Halloween, and Thanksgiving, and now Christmas. She's on.
That's right. I guarantee. Let's go ahead and start this meeting, but we need to begin with the work there.
Dear Lord, we come to you today and thank you for life and the ability to come here and do the work of this county, and pray that you be with everyone as they go about their day and do your work. We ask these things in your name.
Amen. Commissioner Bowman, did you have someone who needed to go first?
Yes, sir, if the commission doesn't mind.
We'll go with you and then we'll go on.
Just one item that we have, and it is number 1 in economic development.
All right, good morning, everyone. All right, so today we have got a request for economic development incentives related to a recruitment project that is looking at a project within District 2. This involves a black-owned manufacturer of medical equipment that is looking to locate their facility from Florida to Birmingham. The company's name is Primordial Ventures. They are looking at a facility at 1318 First Avenue North within District 2. Looking at spending a capital investment amount of a little over $2.6 million to fit out this facility, and they are committing to hiring more than 30 jobs at an average wage of $45,000 a year. They are seeking assistance with the project in the form of a jobs grant. It is proposed that we look at a jobs grant of $1,000 per job for the 30 jobs, so a cap of $30,000 for that jobs grant. This would be a performance-based incentive, so they would have to create the jobs, retain them, and then report back to us in order to take advantage of that request.
Retain them for how long?
At least a year. City of Birmingham is also participating in this project with a similar incentive with a cap of $45,000. So another jobs-based incentive from the City of Birmingham. We do have representatives from the Birmingham Business Alliance who have performed the cost-benefit analysis for this project, and Raymond James from Florida, the company's attorney. The company's CEO is out of Florida. I think he might be trying to listen in on the live stream today, but he is in Florida. He could not be here. So if you have any questions, we have representatives from the company that can answer those, and I'll try to take a look at those. So,
What kind of medical device?
most of them are plastic-based, so things like bags, gloves, so IV bags, things like that.
That was one of the businesses that we were attending to recruit coming from the pandemic. So that's a good job. I move on.
I'll second it. Scott, would this have anything to do with what we talked about earlier in those tax exempt devices? This is not implant devices or anything like that, right? It's just more or less supplies.
Yeah, this is mostly disposable type supplies.
Right?
Is there any particular reason why we're only doing 12 months as opposed to a multi-year agreement? Is it because you're modeling Birmingham? Is that what it is?
Not sure about, well, that they have to.
You just
retain-
said it, yeah, it's only
Okay,
a
sorry.
year.
So
A
the
yearly
agreement
agreement.
should be for those jobs created within the first 3 years, but they have to hire and retain them for each year. Then they report back to us certifying that they have hired those people and retained them for that year. Then they can get the incentive.
Additional 2 years or just the incentive?
It's a one and done. So they create the job, hold it, and then they can get reimbursed.
Okay, the reason, what, you haven't answered?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. The reason why I'm asking is because of if what the president mentioned is what it is as relates to a company that we've been trying to recruit. I just thought it would be more attractive if we had a multi-year agreement, but I digress.
The agreement is for multi-year. Yeah, we've given them a 3-year ramp-up period, so.
Where he wrote something. That's my point. Okay, I got it.
Any other questions?
All right, thank you for this. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Gentlemen, thank you for that.
Commissioner, won't you go ahead and finish yours?
I can, I don't want to disrespect
No,
the
no.
commissioner because I did this last
Go
year.
ahead and do that, and then we'll begin with one and go straight to.
She was looking at me and do
Oh,
that.
stop it. Didn't we just have prayer?
Okay, I thank you, my fellow commissioners. The second matter is under Information Technology IT, and it is for a service agreement for Jefferson County from Gartner, Inc., and it is for subscription-based research-related services. The amount would be $424,000 a year for 3 years.
Wait a minute, which one?
It's number one under Information Technology to Gartner, Inc.
$39,400.
How much did you say?
Page 11.
$139,400.
That's what I read.
Maybe I've got an old copy because you're looking
No, that's the total.
far down.
That was 38,424.
We only have two, information technology, Gartner and then WGI.
Correct, that is correct. Yeah, it is, it's the second one on page 11.
Yeah.
And we have someone here from IT to.
No, I just heard a different number on Gardner. That's the reason I asked.
Gartner is for 1 year is $139,400. It's
Okay.
a 3-year contract.
All right. Okay, so. All right. And then the second one is WGI. Did we partner with anybody? We used to partner with,
We used to have, we started with 3 years ago when we started GIS Consortium with G Squared, but this is a different company. We are having the contract with WGI, also does business as Atlantic Partners. We used to have the contract with them several years ago.
well, we used to, like partner with EMA and,
Yes.
and who else? Are we not doing that
No,
anymore?
no, it's all part, not just EMA, sir, it's part of the GIS Consortium. We have 13 different agencies all partnering with this together.
Okay, and our portion is,
The total is 1.292 million, and I can provide you with the spreadsheet for each of the agencies, how much they are contributing for this.
okay, so we're not on the hook for all of this?
Yes, sir.
Everybody will.
Everybody will be contributing,
Okay.
and it's a 3-year contract.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. So it looks as though, if I'm reading this right, Sri, is that 200,000 on our part for year 1, year 2, 561,724, year 2, and then 530,835 for year 3. But that is the county's portion, is that
No,
correct?
That's for the overall contract, Commissioner.
Okay,
But
okay.
off of these, for each year, we have contributions by each of the agencies who are part of the GIS consortium contributing for this contract.
What percentage of that is ours?
Ours is,
Jesus Christ, I know you happy. Let me finish my question. Please, sir. Then, since this is a new company, is there any particular reason why, Shreve, we are doing a 3-year agreement? Is that because the other agencies are on board with a 3-year?
yeah, we went through the whole
Agreement
RFP process,
Mhm.
and we get the best cost optimization when we do a multi-year contract. Plus, the kind of GIS stuff that we do with this, it has to be multi-year so that we can benefit from all the technology we are putting in and then spread the cost across versus doing a single-year contract.
So, but this is, apparently this is not your first time working with this particular company.
That's correct, ma'am.
And were you pleased with it before? Obviously, I guess the reason why you're going back with it?
Previously, yes, and they have now since been bought over by a company called as WGI.
Mhm.
It used to be doing business as a partners. It's a much bigger company, and they have a bigger scale in terms of providing these services.
Move on.
May I speak? Just asking what our portion of this is, 30%, 50%.
Yes, Commissioners, it's in the range of 35%. We reduced those percentages for all the agencies since we formulated this consortium.
I second the motion.
Any further discussion? All in favor, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
And the next one on IT is WGI, Geospatial.
No, we've already
We
done
just
that.
voted that one.
We just did that.
We just did that one?
Uh-huh. We on yours, which I'll move
I'm sorry.
items 1 and 2 under your other business.
Second.
The next one would be Gardner. We finished Gardner.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We've already moved your items too. We'll get them
We'll
carried.
get my 2 sheets together
That's okay.
sooner or later, but it looks like later.
No, we passed your other 2.
Right.
So just carry them later.
Mhm.
Yeah, under your new business.
Right. My infrastructure grant and school foundation grant.
And he seconded it. I moved it and he seconded it.
All in favor, say aye.
You call him
All
back.
opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
We'll get you some staff help one day. If we can, get you straightened out.
You can see they've got a lot of writing over here, but
You left. See what I mean?
you can see it coming.
I rest my case.
Well, this is almost my 40-month anniversary, and the county employees are so good, but, everybody's got one bad apple. Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Commissioner President.
Yes, Public Works, Community Services, and Intergovernmental Relations Committee. We have no items. I take that back. We do have one item. I want you to refer to, Justin had an item that was printed. It's an assessment, and it's a contract renewal for $65,000. And this is Board of Equalization. Do we have any questions as relates to that? If you do, then I'm sure we can ask Ms. Knight if she is tuning in to this meeting.
Lisa is here as well for questions.
Okay, Ms. Lisa?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Does anyone have any questions as relates to Board of Equalization, item number 1?
We're getting a lot of calls on this assessment business.
Yes, we had an increase this year for the state. Most everything boils down to that.
I was reading an article, I think it was in the NACO journal, where some states, the counties are lowering their millage when the assessments increase. Have you heard of anything like
I
that?
have heard of that, yes.
And that's not something we entertain.
We would have to have a vote to lower the millage rates in different municipalities.
We would have to have a vote from the commission.
No.
That'd be state law.
From the community, from the taxing district.
Okay. I just read that, so
I bet you can get one.
I bet you could too, but then everybody in the world will sue you.
Any other questions?
Everybody sues everybody on those. I mean, it's a big fight.
Have any other questions? Chair will entertain a motion.
So,
Okay. Been moved. Second? It's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
aye.
We have 2 items on the environmental services. The first is the geotechnical and material testing services in the amount of $300,000. If we have any questions regarding that, I didn't see David Denner, but I'm sure someone from that department can answer. Number 2 is laboratory equipment support in the amount of $15,003.
Move 1 and 2.
All right. Got a mover? Second. And all those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
No items under general retirement. We do have 1 under human resources, and I know we have our pretty lady back there. And Bertram Young, Deputy Director of Community Services. Are there any questions as relates to this hire?
One question I had, is this a new position or somebody that's...
It seems as if it's an existing position, but just a new hire. Is that correct? Y'all train him so well.
Are they here?
No, he's not here today.
Well, then never mind.
Can we get a move on it? Okay, move and second. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Compliance Office, we have under Professional Services, Winter Investigations, and this is to strengthen the county's effort as relates to training, development, and it says procedures and access to advisory services. You see the contract terms in terms of the date. The requested amount is $25,000, and it seems like an option to renew up to 2 additional years. Do you have any questions as it relates to that? And if so, I'm sure that may be directed to you, Pat, at Compliance Office.
Is the option with the same price, or will it be additional?
It would be based on the need. So we have that advisory service appended to it. So it would be based on the need. So they're going to be helping with ensuring that if there's any investigation with EEOC, DOJ guidance, things like that, we need to update our procedures and policies for that. They will help us with that.
Okay. They've done.
It's been moved. Second.
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
District 1, under other business, we have 2 community grants, as I did promise when we were going through those contingency items. One is for Penny Foundation, which is $50,000. Community grant for Northeast YMCA for $50,000. 2 board appointments for JCEIDA. Do we have any questions as it relates to items 1 through 4?
Who will Mr. Cockrell be replacing?
Actually, I think Mr. Carper is going to be replacing Gwen Welch because during COVID, she opted out. And then I think the other is Renetta Lee, I want to say. I think that's who is on the board currently. But we needed to get those 2 filled. And I do have their resumes. If you didn't see it in the back, I do have them here, if you all would like to review them.
Move the item.
All right. It's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. President.
Community development and health services. No items for Cook Green. No items for the corner. Department of Community Services. I do see 3 items.
Yes, sir.
Those are the records.
Yes, sir. Those are the standard community grants for the senior centers for operational costs.
Move 1, 2, 3.
Second.
Let's say aye.
Aye.
We have nothing from the district attorney, family court, or the sheriff. I would note that 1 and 2 are better than sheriff. Appreciate that. Youth detention, sir. Youth detention, we have EOB Health Services on that.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Good morning. We have 1 item on the agenda. It is for our physician services contract with UAB. UAB provides our pediatric services for the residents inside of the detention center, along with nursing and some counseling services for youth who are experiencing suicidal ideations and potential risk of self-harm. And this will be a 3-year contract with 2 one-year options for renewal.
Well, this says to provide health screening. But you just said,
They provide health, yes, sir, they do provide health screening for each new resident. As they come in, they screen and evaluate those residents for overall physical health. And then they provide ongoing medical services while the youth are in detention to any emerging problems or emergency type situations. They evaluate them during the length of their stay.
and how many, what's
And
your,
they've been providing these services for about 20 years.
right, what's your average population at the youth detention?
Average population?
Yes.
Right now, currently, we're running about 55, and the average length of stay has been around 45 days.
Okay, thank you.
They want the system too.
Okay, carry on, motion.
For the item?
Move to second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. You have other business to do, have a community grant of nurturing golden forest.
For the item? Both items, 1 and 2. I did have a question as relates to, we're going to move it, but I wanted to
Okay, we have a motion to move 1 and 2.
Second.
And a second. Mr. Scales.
Yes, sir. So, where we're talking about here about, and then this probably more for Ms. Dixon, community grant D2 project funds, what is that? Because we
District 2.
the language, it says, District 2 Community Grant D2 Project Funds to Community Services Department, Senior Services Division. So I know it's going to Senior Services, but what is a
It's coming out for funds, community grant funds. They're called District 2 project funds. When you guys separate the community, when y'all give the community funds every year, they're projects. So therefore, at the end of it is D2 for the district. That's the project, but it's the community grant funds.
is that what it is, Annie?
So, this,
I've never heard of that. That's why
so
I'm
I think
asking.
it's just the normal community grants, and then there's a pot of money that you all had designated, but we don't do the transfer, so what we'll have to do is charge it through the district, just to make sure that the budget's aligned still. So we'll work through how it should be recorded with Commissioner Tyson, but these are just the funds you all had set aside as the community grants.
So are we talking about the 400,000?
I don't remember the number.
And that's going to, well, I have to remember that. and that brings me to this question too, is that we noticed that 400,000 had not posted yet. Is there any particular reason why? Because we know we should have a rollover from the previous fiscal year. And so then,
The district funds don't roll over.
well, I'm talking about those dollars that we had allocated, but it came from a particular source. Those dollars could roll over.
But they're allocated before the.
Correct.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm
if there
talking
were
about
funds
the
of-
400,000, I'm saying that it didn't seem like they were accessible yet, so I just wanted to.
All of the budget items that you all approved are available. If there's some question,
Like
we
it's
can
not
work
in the
them.
system,
Yeah,
we
it
can
is.
see it as such. It is?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so if you don't mind, then Murph will contact you?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's an offline discussion, but nevertheless, I just wanted to understand if there was anything that was related to a project funds. I just wanted to make sure, and so there's no pun intended. All right, and it's been moved, and you seconded, someone seconded, didn't they? Okay, Jim.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. That ends District 2 Administration and Information Committee. Roads and Transit, 7 item.
Good morning, Commissioners. We have 7 items. Items 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all right-of-way items. The first one is to relocate a sewer easement. 3 through 7 are just for right-of-way purchases for upcoming projects. And then item 2 is an IGA with the city of Gardendale to pave. We're out there currently to pave Newfound Road, and Gardendale is entering into an agreement with us to fund us to pave their portion of it. It's about 0.5 miles.
Are you through? Sorry. Are you through?
Yes, sir.
On number 7, yeah, was the sales agreement not been able to be entered into?
Yes, sir. There are a handful of those North Chalkville that will be going through condemnation.
Move 1 through 7.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. County Attorney has 4 items that are related to claims and 1 item related to the minutes from October 26th.
And I have one item for his business also.
And he has 1 item of new business.
Move 1 through 5.
I do have a question. I'm a second, but I do have a question.
We have a motion for second and a question.
So on item number 4, is that issue, was that an occurrence in Hueytown? If you're able to share.
No,
It's
it was
not.
not. It was not.
Okay, all right. So I'll second items 1 through 5, and then I guess do you want to approve the new business he's referring to, Mr. President?
We'll do that.
Okay.
We have a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have a motion for the consideration of new
So
business.
moved.
We will entertain one. Have it moved.
Second.
Seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No opposition. I think we'll hear the motion.
Commissioner, we ask you to approve a resolution authorizing the CFO to make a payment to EPA up to $2,230,000. These are stipulated penalties for our sanitary sewer overflow. This is in furtherance of our motion to exit our consent decree, and we're pretty excited to send this to you. The EPA had no opposition to our motion, provided that we made the payment for our stipulated penalties for our SSOs, and we want to get that done and out of the way.
Money is set aside for that purpose.
Money has been set aside.
Got to go. Chair will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Move and second. And all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Let's get that behind us. Yeah, thank you. Good job.
Very good job, Lawyer.
If we can just get to that last hurdle, we'll be in good shape.
All right, county manager has 3 items.
I move 1, 2, and 3.
Who gets that easy, girl? Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'll be featured in number 3. I didn't know if y'all had that on your agenda.
Oh, that's great.
Nowhere men, that's me.
That's you.
That's me.
Here in, Mr. Bowman.
Well, he's a nowhere man too, so.
All right, good. That's good news. All right, Friends of the Corner Community Infrastructure Grant. Purpose is assisting with improving several of their fields and upgrading to LED lighting for that corner community.
What's the amount?
Yeah, I was about to say. That's what I was looking at. This coming out of your district?
Coming out of
Funds.
here.
Yeah.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Let me tell you guys, if you walk around the county on Friday night or during the day, you can see these upgraded fields that maybe had 4 or 5 poles way back when, and there were half the lights were burnt out, and the communities were struggling. This is great news for these communities. I mean, I don't know that we could put money in a community that would be appreciated more and seeing them as their part in that race. And I appreciate it. County management, I appreciate the commission and legal for doing all this. So, thank you very much. Commissioner Knight?
All right. Finance, Judicial, Emergency Management, Development, and General Services Committee. Finance, Ms. Dixon with the Hornet.
Oh, hold on, did you need me to?
I haven't noticed still five.
Good morning, Commissioners. We have the unusual demand report, we have our encumbrance report, purchasing agenda report, purchasing exception report, and our procurement card report for Jefferson Credit Union. Do you have any questions on those items?
Move items 1 through 5.
Have a motion, do I have a second? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Under Budget Management Office, we have our multiple staff development, individual staff development, and our information items.
Do you have any questions? Do I have a motion?
Move the items.
Have a motion. And a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Developmental Services, Tomlin Excavating Company, Amendment 1. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Commissioner. So, essentially what happened was our Tomlin went out in the Docena community to excavate at this site, and they found an underground fuel tank. So, this quote that they've given us of $14,000 would cover the proper disposal of the tank and everything like that.
Whose tank was it?
It was the property owners at the time. There still is, I would imagine.
Move the item.
Have a motion. Second. And a second. But why is it the property owner's responsibility to remove it?
Well, this project is part of the demolition program, so they're not even maintaining their own home, and they may not have even been aware that that fuel tank was under.
It was abandoned.
So we had to tear down the house, or several houses, and this one, they found the tank, so for our liability purposes, we want to clean it up and properly dispose of it.
Was it a old gasoline service station?
No, sir, just an underground, was it, I believe it might have been a diesel fuel tank or something like that. Yes. Yeah.
In a house?
That's what they told us.
Yeah, well, that's why I was on
Well,
the
that
the ground.
that doesn't lead to other things to get, was it?
Well, that's why I said that's one of the reasons.
I'll just be quiet.
Well, we want to, that's what they told us, and again, we're trying to head that off and make sure it's disposed of properly, because, as you can imagine, you can contaminate the soil and.
I think I'll be quiet.
Commissioner, we'll probably, when I'm doing our lien process, we'll look into all of that.
Do I have a motion?
I'm moved.
Okay, moving second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
EMA? Do I have a motion on that bridge?
Move the item.
I have a motion.
Move the item.
You want me to hear them? Yes.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay. We have some public service grants that we did with the contingency funds, Grow Jeffco, Jefferson County Cooperative.
Move items 1 through 4.
Have a motion?
Including the board appointments.
Have a motion, 1 through 4. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Well, that concludes my report.
All right.
County Manager, you have anything?
I'd just like to congratulate David Dennard and all the engineers and staff with DSD for a lot of long, hard work to get out of the consent decrees, and excellent plan. And the bottom line, the number of SSOs that have been reduced is just tremendous to the citizens and for keeping our water clean.
Well, and they have done a great job in the legal department.
Yeah, it was on your team.
Or-
was handling
French and Adams Sawasta.
it.
They've done a great job. And we appreciate it. You know, I don't know, this is our last consent decree.
It is, and we're in a really good place. We've gotten, ADM has filed a motion of support. EPA has no objection provided we get this hurdle out of the way, and they want the opportunity for the Cahaba River folks to be heard, which is that'll take place probably during the course of any objections that they may have. But we are confident that David and his team have exceeded what's necessary, and it's pretty obvious when you look at the extensive water, the rainfall that we've had, and the limited amount of SSOs that we've had throughout. It's obvious that that's a result of the work that they've put in, because it could not be anything else, because we didn't get a break on the water and on the rainfall. So we look forward to the next step.
Well, thank the staff, thank our commissioners, and thank Commissioner Knight. We made a lot of promises when we took office in 2010, and I'm going to say promises made, promises kept. And thank our current commission. We certainly appreciate everything that you've done to continue the foundation that was laid in 2010 of improving the county services and getting everyone out of trouble. I would say job well done. Thank you very much.
I'd like to second that too. I didn't have anything to do with any of this good stuff. We were in a heck of a mess in this county in 2010. And ladies and gentlemen that have brought us to where we are today, my hats off to you. And that goes to the county employees. And in this case, to the county attorney, who's done a very, very excellent job. You can do all the best you want to here, but if you don't get the judicial approval, it's a no avail. Good job.
Well, we were on an island for a long time, and we made the commitment that we were going to fix it, turn it around, and we've done pretty well so far. We got that one refinancing to do. If the markets will just straighten up a little bit, we'll get that done and through. And there you go. And, you know, that's the albatross that's been around their neck since we got here, but it's something that we deal with and we continue to deal with, and we're going to deal with it. And one day that'll be gone. It's going to be in great shape.
Walked into office, lost occupational tax.
3 weeks.
3 weeks out of that. Then when we had to go, I got Wayne here, we had to call and tell the sheriff we had cut him $20 million within a month. And had tornadoes back to back.
After 6 months, I was thinking, what the hell was I thinking?
And now we have disaster relief funds, and we've set those fiscal policies where we have money set aside in case something like that happens, where we don't have to go to the bank and beg for money and they say no. We've been there and done that. I want to thank everyone here for that and for your commitment moving forward. God bless you in this commission. Thank you.